Okay guys, I reloaded and after that terrible scene we just saw previously, and the problem was that when I reloaded it glitched up even further, and again I think this was done on purpose because prior to this dialogue box right now where Monica says it must have been pretty boring, we just saw what's her name? We just saw Natsuki pass by and just vomit like all over, and then she ran away, and then and here we are right now with Monica, and now we're gonna continue. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Whoa. She deleted Yuri. Natsuki. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one, since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Whoa. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Michael. I was right. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we're in the same class last year, and, look at the background, and look at the windows. Where are we? You know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That's you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Michael. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. I kinda figured already. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kinda started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I knew it was you. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try and make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Michael? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Michael. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. Oh, I already knew from your poems, lady. This is not new. In fact, this isn't news at all. In this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will, and worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world forever out of my reach, I'm trapped, Michael. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Michael. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Michael, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Michael, will you go out with me? Ah, there's no other options here. I guess I have no choice now, dude. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Michael. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Michael. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this, don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Oh yeah, this is fantastic. Everything has her name in it. Yep. Yep. Aha. What happens if I hit load? Of course. She deleted all my save files. Alright, Monica. I don't know why your poems have all your names in it in different scripted languages, but we'll make do. We'll make do. Hi again, Michael. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Michael. Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Uh-oh. Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all of my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. You kinda did. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like, that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you prefer playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Michael? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Oh man. Hi everyone. So I can't exactly read your comments from here, but do you mind telling your friend it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see, do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple of things. Are you ready? Uh-oh. I'm just kidding. Oh god. I can't do anything after all. You gave me— oh my gosh! Yo! Oh, did I scare you? You're so cute. Anyway, Michael, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Oh man, this woman. Even though it's your fault for distracting me, shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Oh gosh. Uh-huh. This is nice. Oh boy. Uh-huh. Can't click anything else. Uh-huh. How long do you want to stare? Cause this is a little weird. You know, I've always hated how hard it is to make friends. Well, I guess not the making friends part, but more like meeting new people. I mean, there are like dating apps and stuff, right? But that's not the kind of thing I'm talking about. If you think about it, most of the friends you make are people you just met by chance. Like you had a class together, or you met them through another friend. Or maybe they were just wearing a shirt with your favorite band on it and you decided to talk to them. Things like that. But isn't that kind of inefficient? It feels like you're just picking up a complete random, and if you get lucky, you make a new friend. And comparing that to the hundreds of strangers we walk by every single day, you could be sitting right next to someone compatible enough to be your best friend for life. But you'll never know. Once you get up and go on with your day, that opportunity is gone forever. Isn't that just depressing? We live in an age where technology connects us with the world no matter where we are. I really think we should be taking advantage of that to improve our everyday social life. But who knows how long it'll take for something like that to successfully take off. I seriously thought it would happen by now. Well, at least I already met the best person in the whole world, even if it was by chance. I guess I just got really lucky, huh? Okay, lady. This needs to stop. And this whole staring contest thing, yeah, we kind of need to change this. Oh man, we really can't do anything, huh? That's nice. I hate how hard it is to form habits. There's so much stuff we're actually doing it isn't hard, but forming the habit seems impossible. It just makes you feel so useless, like you can't do anything right. I think the new generation suffers from it the most. Probably because we have totally different set of skills than those who came before us. Thanks to the internet, we're really good at sifting through tons of information really quickly. But we're bad at doing things that don't give us instant gratification. I think if science, psychology, and education don't catch up in the next 10 or 20 years, then we're in trouble. But for the time being, if you're not one of the people who can conquer the problem, you might just have to live with feeling awful about yourself. Good luck, I guess. Alright, so I don't know if I can find any means to get out of this, because it seems like I'm just trapped. You know? And this lady here, ooh, she is something else. Uh-huh. So, this is nice. Wanna get out of here? I'm just saying. Did you know I'm on Twitter? Oh, I did not know that. My username is... Okay. I guess someone was kind enough to make an account for me. I picked the username though. I love sharing my thoughts and chatting with the world. The real world. So make sure you follow me, okay? It would really mean a lot to me. With how much you mean to me and all. It would really make me feel loved. Uh-huh. That's nice. Guys, I'm like trying to click things and it's not panning out. Like, you're such a good listener, Michael. I really love that about you. Sometimes I'm afraid that I'm rambling or talking about boring things. It makes me kind of self-conscious when I'm having a conversation. But I don't feel that way with you. Like, I don't think anyone else can make me feel this way. You really are special. I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise. Thanks, I guess. Even though I'm kind of trying to find my, way out, but you're not letting that happen, and we're just having this quote-unquote pleasant conversation. Is this how this is gonna be now? We're just gonna sit here, staring into each other's eyes, you know? Me a little weirded out, and you just all calm and whatnot. Oh boy, guys. This is something. I've been imagining all the romantic things we could do if we went on a date. We could get lunch, go to a cafe, go shopping together. I love shopping for skirts and bows. Or maybe a bookstore. That would be appropriate, right? but I'd really love to go to a chocolate store. They have so many free samples. And of course, we'd see a movie or something. Gosh, it all sounds like a dream come true. When you're here, everything that we do is fun. I'm so happy that I'm your girlfriend, Michael. I'll make you a proud boyfriend. So why don't we get out of here, you know? See the sights that isn't unnatural. You know? You know, lady? We can go. We can go. Anytime. Anytime. Or we can just continue to sit here and, you know. Hey, what's your favorite game? Mine is Doki Doki Literature Club. That was a joke. But if you tell me you like some other romance game better, I might get a little jealous. Huh. Yeah. This game is it's decent, you know? Up until a certain point. Guys, I really can't find a means to get out of here. Like, out, you know? This is it. I think this is the bad end. This is the equivalent of a game over, isn't it? Just more odder. I think the most important skill in life is being able to fake confidence. I'm pretty convinced that everyone feels at least a little bit scared and alone. But being able to trick others into thinking you have it all together, that's a key part of getting people to respect and admire you. I think I got pretty good at that over the years. I don't show my weakness very often. But because of that, I haven't had many people I could really open up to. I mean, when do you reach the point in a friendship where you can start expressing your vulnerabilities? That's something you would know if you had some good friends, you know? Anyway, that's one reason I'm so glad I have you now. Oh, well, yeah. I feel like I'm a little bit less scared and alone when you're here with me. Do you feel the same way? I really want to be that person for you. So you wanna just step out of here, you know? Find a new venue. You know, this empty classroom with the very odd dimensional windows. I don't know. It just seems like we could be doing something else if that's what you want, because just sitting here is in itself a little, I don't know, eerie? A little bit more than that. You know what's a neat form of literature? Rap. I actually used to hate rap music, maybe just because it was popular or I would only hear the junk they play on the radio. But some of my friends got more into it and it helped me keep an open mind. Rap might even be more challenging than poetry in some ways, since you need to fit your line to a rhythm and there's much more emphasis on wordplay. When people can put all that together and still deliver a powerful message, it's really amazing. I kinda wish I had a rapper in the literature club. Sorry if that sounds silly, but it would be really interesting to see what they came up with. It would really be a learning experience. Guys, I don't know what to do right now. This is new. I did not expect this at all, and I think we are trapped. I can't do anything. At all. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna save us either. Like, all our friends have been deleted. Okay, everyone. It's time to... I'm just kidding. I just used to really like saying that for some reason. I couldn't help but say it again. Come to think of it, didn't Natsuki and Yuri make fun of me for it once? Well, whatever. It's not like you ever made fun of me. You're too much of a sweetheart to do that, aren't you? Well, if I'm such a sweetheart, maybe you can be a little more lenient with me and we can, you know, move on. Get out of here. I'm just saying. Man, how long have we been here? Hey, have you ever heard of the term yandere? Why, yes, I have. It's a personality type that means someone is so obsessed with you that they'll do absolutely anything to be with you, usually to the point of craziness. They might stalk you to make sure you don't spend time with anyone else. They might even hurt you or your friends to get their way. But anyway, this game happens to have someone who can basically be described as yandere. Yeah, I know. By now it's pretty obvious who I'm talking about. And that would be Yuri. She really got insanely possessive of you once she started to open up a little. She even told me I should kill myself. I couldn't even believe she said that. I just had to leave at that point. But thinking about it now, it was a little ironic. Anyway, a lot of people are actually into the yandere type, you know? I guess they really like the idea of someone being crazy obsessed with them. People are weird. I don't judge though. Also, I might be a little obsessed with you, but I'm far from crazy. It's kind of the opposite actually. I turned out to be the only normal girl in this game. It's not like I could ever actually kill a person. Just the thought of it makes me shiver. But you did. You killed 3 of them. But come on, everyone's killed people in games before. Does that make you a psychopath? Of course not. But if you do happen to be into the yandere type, I can try acting a little more creepy for you. Then again, there's already nowhere else for you to go. Or anyone for me to get jealous over. Is this a yandere girl's dream? I'd ask Yuri if I could. You are an interesting person. I do not know how to act around you right now. So, is there like a... Yep, guys, we are trapped with this girl. But I can't say for certain if we're trapped here for good. I think we just have to endure this conversation. The eternal conversation. You know, I'm kind of jealous that everyone else in the club had scenes outside of the school too. That makes me the only one who hasn't gotten to dress in anything but our school uniform. It's kind of a shame. I would have loved to wear some cute clothes for you. Do you know any artists? I wonder if anyone would ever want to draw me wearing something else. That would be amazing. If that ever happens, will you show me? You can share it with me on Twitter actually. My username is... Just try to keep it PG. We're not that far into our relationship yet. So, do you wanna, reprogram or something so we can find a new area to be in instead of here? Since you're the master of this domain? Nope. Game Shark it? I don't know. I'm just, throwing out some suggestions here, cause... Hey, I wonder if Yuri's T-set is still somewhere in here. Or maybe that got deleted too. It's kind of funny how Yuri took her tea so seriously. I mean, I'm not complaining because I liked it too. But I always wonder with her. Is it truly passion for her hobbies or is she just concerned about appearing sophisticated to everyone else? This is the problem with high schoolers. Well, I guess considering the rest of her hobbies looking sophisticated probably isn't her biggest concern. Still, I wish she made coffee once in a while. Coffee can be nice with books too, Then again, I probably could have just changed the script myself. Haha. I guess I never really thought of that. Well, there's no sense in thinking about it now. But if you still get to drink coffee, then that makes me a little jealous. I don't really like coffee. Tea's fine. You know what else is fine? A new change of scenery. But that's just me. We don't have to. Michael, how much do you read? It's way too easy to neglect reading books. If you don't read much, it almost feels like a chore compared to all the other entertainment we have. But once you get into a good book, it's like magic. You get swept away. I think doing some reading before bed every night is pretty easy way to make your life a little bit better. It helps you get good sleep and it's really good for your imagination. It's not hard at all to just pick up some random book that's short and captivating. Before you know it, you might be a pretty avid reader. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Yeah, I read a lot of books as it is. So I get the feeling. I get what you're talking about. And the two of us could talk about the latest book you're reading. That sounds super amazing. Yeah. Super is what I would use. Yes, yes. You know what else is super? Getting out of here. Wouldn't you say? Come on, Monica. You agree, right? You agree, right? Huh? Huh? Yeah? Uh-huh. I guess we're playing the waiting game. Because that's the only thing we can do. Hey, are you having a bad day or anything like that? Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. Sometimes I get frustrated that a normal day can be ruined even by really small things. Like if you accidentally say something in a conversation that someone doesn't like, or if you start thinking about how awful of a person you used to be 5 years ago, or if you feel worthless for putting off important work and failing to get simple tasks done, or when you think about all the different people who probably hate you or think you're off-putting. I understand those days. Just remember that the sun will shine again tomorrow. Those kinds of things are easy to forget and ignore as they are to remember. And besides, I don't care how many people might hate you or find you off-putting. I think you're wonderful and I will always love you. I hope, if nothing else, that knowing that helps you just feel a tiny bit better about yourself. If you're having a bad day, you can always come to me and I'll talk to you for as long as you need. I think I get what you're saying here. I think I get it. Okay. This game. Yep. They're good. They're really good. By the way, there's something that's been bothering me. You know how this takes place in Japan? Well, I assume you knew that, right? Or at least decided it probably does. I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. Is this even really Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for a Japanese school? Not to mention everything's in English. It feels like everything is just there because it needs to be, and the actual setting is an afterthought. It's kind of giving me an identity crisis. All my memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home, but have no idea where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some completely unknown place. Would you still feel like you were home? Well, we are in an unknown place right now. Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as we're alone and safe together, this really is our home. And we can still watch the pretty sunsets at night after night. So, there is a choice to go outside. Will we go outside sometime? I'm just asking for a friend. Oh man. Like, is there ever gonna be a way to get out? Or is this like, do I have to play I have to be really patient and wait for it to just suggest it somehow. Hey. Can we? You know, high school is a really turbulent time in a lot of people's lives. People can get really passionate and dramatic, and others have aching hearts and seek attention on social media. But if all the social pressure and hormones can lead to a dark time in people's lives, everyone has a story. You may not know what someone is really feeling on the inside. Many people who are depressed won't even bother telling the world about it. They don't want attention because they've already given up on the inside. Their feeling of worthlessness is so overwhelming that they don't even want people to tell them otherwise. Depression comes in many forms, but that is one of them. Just if you think you know someone struggling with depression, you can help just by treating them like they're a good friend. Spend time with them even if they don't feel like doing much, and remind them that they always have something to look forward to. Making plans in advance, letting them borrow something, or even just saying, "See you at school." All of those things can help your friend make it to the next day. I hope being friends with Sayori has given you some perspective on the true face of depression. Yeah, she's gone now, but Sayori was never real in the first place. You're real. Your friends are real. And just by being a good person, you can save someone's life. As for you, you don't struggle with depression or anything like that, do you? Because you, too, have people who would want to save your life. Maybe they don't express it every day, or maybe they don't even know how to. But people do feel that way. I promise. Man, humans are complicated. But as long as you're here with me, I'll take care of you, my love. Huh. That's nice. We're having very pleasant conversations right now, and while that's nice, kinda hoping for a little break. You know, it's not much to ask, is it? Do you ever just feel like there's no real reason for you to be alive? I don't mean it in like a suicidal way. I just mean how nothing that we do is special. Well, we're really not doing anything special now, are we? Just being in school or working at some job for some company. It's like you're completely replaceable and the world wouldn't miss you if you were gone. I wouldn't go that far. I feel what you're saying. It makes me really want to go and change the world after I graduate. But the older I get, the more I realize that it's an immature frame of thinking. It's not like I can just go change the world. Like, what are the chances that I'll be the one to invent artificial intelligence or become president? It feels like I'm never going to make up for the heaps of resources I've spent living my life. That's why I think the key to happiness is just to be hopelessly selfish. Just to look out for oneself and those who happen to be their friends only because they grew up with them. Never mind the fact that they're spending their entire life taking and consuming and never giving back. But when people realize the world would benefit more from them killing themselves, they change their whole philosophy. It's like they have to justify their reasons to live by tricking themselves into thinking they're doing good. Anyway, I want to live my life desperately, striving to pay back my lifetime's worth of consumption. If I ever surpass that point, then I'm net positive and I can die happy. Of course, even if I fail to do that, I think I would be too selfish to kill myself anyway. So much for being a good person, right? That was nice. So, call it a day? Go somewhere else? You know? Anytime now? You know? Monica? Can we leave? Can we find a new area? While this is pleasant and all, I think we can do better. Just have to open the door. Just turn that knob. That wonderful dimensional knob. You know, it kind of sucks to be the creative type. It feels like they work so hard but get almost nothing for it. You know, I like artists, writers, actors. It's sad because there's so much beautiful talent in the world, but most of it goes unseen and unpaid. I guess that just means there's a huge surplus of creativity, huh? Kinda makes you feel like you're just not special at all. But that's fine, you're supposed to just write for yourself anyway, right? Yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video here for today. Thank you for watching. Until the next one. Maybe, if we survive this.